From 2006 to 2008, the two cases that caught the imagination of an entire nation. Multiple rape and murders in Nithari village and the Arushi Talwar murder case, both in Noida. Both cases were taken over by the CBI after the state police came under question. The Allahabad High Court ordered an acquittal in both the cases. So the question then is, who killed the 22 women and children in Nithari? The two accused, Surinder Koli and Moninder Pandher, have been acquitted in the gruesome Nithari murder 17 years after the chilling murders shocked the nation. Koli has been acquitted in 12 cases in which he was in fact handed death penalty by the trial court. From the discovery of multiple human remains in and around Moninder Singh Pandher's residence in Noida in 2006 to the acquittal today. Here's a recap of that case.
फांसी की लाशम पढ़ती थी, कहती थी मम्मी मैं तो डॉक्टर बनूंगी, फांसी दे, दोनों को फांसी दे दे।
Sunita and Jabulal are in shock. Their 10-year-old daughter was among the 20-odd children murdered brutally in Nithari in 2006. Over 17 years later, their daughter's alleged killers, now acquitted by court, may walk free. 63-year-old Jabulal, also known as Nithari's presswala, sits right across the House of Horrors where his daughter's remains were found. He says many grieving parents like him feel this is not justice.
10 साल उम्र थी जी, 10 साल की थी, 10 साल की थी। वहाँ हम ढूंढते रहे इधर उधर और यही मर्डर यहाँ हुआ। अंधा कानून है, कुछ नहीं, पैसा है तो सब कुछ है, नहीं तो कोई किसी का नहीं। बच्चे का ध्यान तो आता ही है। हाँ, एक अपने आप मौत हो जाए उसको आदमी साल 2 साल में 6 महीने में भूल जाता है, ऐसी दुर्घटना कोई नहीं भूलता।
हमारी यही प्रार्थना है कि इनको फांसी की सजा जरूर दिलाएं। हम 5वीं क्लास में पढ़ती थी, कहती थी मम्मी मैं तो डॉक्टर बनूंगी, पढ़ाई करूंगी, मेरे को पढ़ाना, मम्मी मैं डॉक्टर बनूंगी। तुम कहा बेटा पढ़ लेना, तुम डॉक्टर बनना।
Ramkishan, father of another such victim, meanwhile, is heartbroken.
आखिरी फैसला हमने ऊपर वाले को ऊपर छोड़ दिया।
The Allahabad High Court on Monday cleared the main accused, Surinder Koli, of all charges in the 12 cases against him, citing lack of evidence. His employer Moninder Pandher has also been acquitted in the 2 cases against him, with the court setting aside their death sentence.
दोनों मुकदमों में आज इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट ने मोनिंदर सिंह पंडेर को बरी कर दिया है।
The chilling murders in Nithari, less than 30 kilometers from the capital, had left the country in shock. While body after body was found in Moninder Pandher's home, his domestic help Koli had disturbingly confessed to having sex with dead victims and eating their body parts.
There were gruesome charges of murder, abduction, mutilation and even cannibalism against the two. The CBI filed around 19 cases against Pandher and Koli in 2007.
While larger questions are being raised on the over 17-year-long investigation, the main accused, Koli, won't walk out of jail right now. A curative order on his death penalty is still pending in the Supreme Court. Here in Nithari, outside the House of Horrors, there's an eerie calm. For the bereaved families, the order has come as a shock. For them, justice has been denied. And for the locals here in Nithari, meanwhile, the bone-chilling murders of 2006 that sent shockwaves across the country, those can never be forgotten. With camera person Pooja Arya and Tanish Punjabi and Arvind Gunasekar, Vedant for NDTV. Now let me tell you the operative part of this Allahabad High Court's 308-page order. The Allahabad High Court says that it is disappointed in the way the Nithari killings have been investigated. Prosecution case was based on confession of Surinder Koli. Casual manner of arrest, recovery and confession is what the Allahabad High Court says. Stand of the prosecution kept changing from time to time, and prosecution failed to probe organ trade angle. The Allahabad High Court says that investigation bodged up, basic norms of proof collection violated.
and fair trial has eluded the accused in this case. Those are very, very strong words that are coming in from Allahabad High Court. And joining me on the show for an exclusive conversation is Arun Kumar, who, as the Joint Director of CBI, headed the CBI's investigation team into the Nithari case. Arun Kumar, really appreciate your time. Very strong words coming in from the Allahabad High Court. It has gone on to say that prosecution failed to probe organ trade angle. There has been casual manner of arrest, recovery and confession. Where did the investigators go wrong?
Thank you, Maria. Good evening. Basically, I have been drawn from a deep slumber as far as investigation of these cases are concerned, because I have changed department after that. But I have hurriedly gone through this decision just right now. Let me explain the things in perspective. There are two accused. One is Surinder Koli and another is Moninder Singh Pandher. As far as Moninder Singh Pandher is concerned, the line of investigation of CBI has been vindicated by this judgment. In case of Moninder Singh Pandher, we said that he had no knowledge of any murder of any of these particular accused. We had charge-sheeted him only for 201 destruction of evidence and immoral trafficking act, where he had used some prostitutes and things like that. Other than that, we never said that he had any knowledge of the murder, and we never charge-sheeted him for any case of murder and all that. But in one of the cases, I remember that the lower court suo moto made him the accused. And the day when he was in Australia, when the murder was committed, he was convicted that particular case. And the logic given was that that was the vicarious liability based on he is being convicted. So the concept of vicarious liability doesn't arise as far as the criminal cases is concerned. It's only for the civil cases. So such default has been done, and this particular conviction of Pandher was retracted again by the High Court in that particular case. You know that there are 19 cases. So in different cases, different set of judgments are coming. And in these two cases where the Moninder Singh Pandher has been acquitted, that is in continuation of the line of investigation that was done by CBI. So no problem in that. Now coming to the case of Surinder Koli, I would like to remind you that in one of the cases out of these 19 cases, Surinder Singh Koli has already been convicted by the trial court, by the High Court, even by the Supreme Court, by the same set of evidence, by the same so-called bust of investigation. And in this particular case also, honorable judges have compared those convictions with their independent finding, and they have made compare and contrast in that particular case. Now it will be certainly of the honorable Supreme Court to see that whether their reliance on these set of evidences, the previous case where Surinder Koli was convicted, was right, or this analysis of Honorable High Court in this particular case will stand. So that is something different.
Okay,
now,
but Mr. Arun Kumar, one question that is on everybody's mind. Who killed those 22 women and children?
I'm coming to that. So I am telling that out of those 22, one or two who were killed has already been convicted that Surinder Koli killed them. This has been vindicated by Honorable Supreme Court also. For that case, he has already got the capital punishment. So now the question is that about this set of cases, so you don't club all the 22 cases together, because one of the cases Supreme Court has said that Surinder Koli killed. That's clear, final. Now that since 22 other cases were tried separately and the same evidences have been produced, so this is a set of observation by judgment by Honorable High Court. Now, I would not like to comment on the various aspects of this judgment, but some of the few things I would like to certainly mention here. The main thing, as you said, that the part of the organ trade was not investigated properly. Now, after 17 years, we know that how the organs are being replaced and how the organs are being removed and being done. So if we are going would have find that the organs being traded, the liver and the kidneys will be found in the nala, how we could have proceeded in that particular case. In some of the points I would like to raise, that the Honorable Court has said that the confession of Surinder Koli has been made in a particular ACMM case. He being a seventh pass person, how could he have known that he is going, the application is to be made to the ACMM court? Now, this is very surprising that if a person is not literate, on behalf of his, an application is written by somebody else, he is asked to read that particular thing and he is asked to sign or give his thumb impression, and on that the things is being proceeded. So why should there be any doubt that how do he know that in which case the confession is going to be?
Allahabad High Court is saying, Mr. Arun Kumar, that the investigation was botched up and basic norms of proof collection violated. So is the CBI actually not able to investigate? Were you not able to do your duty or your job only because the UP police did not do its part initially?
No, that part is already there. But I am already telling you that by the same set of evidences, Surinder Koli is already convicted, number one. Number two, if we come to the ingredients of this particular judgment, the judgment starts that he was arrested 2 days before and he was shown arrested by UP police 2 days later on. Now, it depends that when you see a person or start talking to a person, you take him to the police custody, you move there and show a formal arrest after a few hours. When the CBI takes the case, they separately arrest the person. I'm just showing the technical grounds on which this particular case has been acquitted. That was the ACMM application case, was another evidence to say that how technically the set of confession, the CD on which the confession was
so
recorded.
When you're talking about technicalities, my question is that did the CBI not build a watertight case then?
It was perfectly watertight case. My point is that the honorable judge has doubted that he was kept in the 60 days in the police custody, so he must have tortured and his medical was not done. This is absolutely not true. The medical examination of Surinder Koli has been done obscene number of times when he was in the custody of CBI. So was that medical evidence not produced before the court? I am not sure.
Okay.
And if that's so, that must have been produced, and not even a single injury was reported anywhere. So there is no question of any confession based on duress. So these are the observations I was talking about.
Okay.
Honorable judges said, just a minute, honorable judges said that events mentioned in the case is highly improbable. Certainly it's highly improbable. And that was the reason that we had circulated this particular case to all the Interpols of the world, and only South Africa has said that one case has been reported. So it was certainly very, very improbable case. So what's wrong? Everybody knows that's very improbable. The court says that when Koli was brought on the scene of crime, the digging was already gone. So the recovery based on Section 27 has also been doubted. In case of the recovery of a pistol, recovery of some opium and something can be planted. Can organs of human being be planted like this at the house of a particular person, so that you doubt that the recoveries are not correct?
So let's see what CBI's next move is going to be. Thank you so much for your time, Arun Kumar, and explaining the position of the CBI. We are being joined now by AP Singh, former director of CBI, Pappu Lal and Lakshmi are Nithari victims' parents. We have Khalid Khan, lawyer for Nithari victims, AK Jain, former IG of Uttar Pradesh Police, and Manisha Bhandari is the lawyer of convict here, who is Moninder Singh Pandher. मैं सबसे पहले आपके पास आऊंगी, पप्पू लाल जी और लक्ष्मी. इस जो आज हुआ है, जो इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट का फैसला आया है, क्या आपको इसके बाद से लग रहा है कि कभी इंसाफ नहीं मिलेगा?
देखिए, मैं पहले काफी भरोसा था, लेकिन अब इस तरह के जो आ रहा है ये निकल के, तो अब न्यायालय पे भी भरोसा उठता जा रहा है कि ये भी तो किसी गरीब के बच्चे थे, देश के तो बच्चे थे. आज योगी जी और मोदी जी दोनों कहते हैं बेटी पढ़ाओ बेटी बचाओ, तो उसमें कुछ बेटियां भी थी, कुछ बेटे भी थे, थोड़े उम्र के बच्चे थे जिन्होंने नहीं देखा. आज मैं इसी चैनल पर आपके पे देख रहा था, एक लॉयर बोल रही थी, अरे कि उसके घर में तो कोई पुरुष ही नहीं निकला. अरे पुरुष नहीं निकला तो उसके घर से निकला है, पीछे गली दीवार में कितने कपड़े निकले, इनके जो बाहर का दरवाजा है पूरे पैर निकले हैं वहां से बॉडियों के, और कितनी रिकवरी मैंने अपनी आंखों के सामने कराई है, जिसपे मेरे सिग्नेचर है. कुछ नोएडा पुलिस ने दस्तखत किए, उसके बाद सीबीआई को जो हैंड ओवर करा, तो सीबीआई ने भी इसमें काफी जो सामान अंदर से निकला था वो नहीं कोर्ट में किया.
तो पप्पूलाल जी, आप ये बोल रहे हैं कि जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुआ, सीबीआई आपके पास कितनी बार आई थी सवाल पूछने के लिए, आपके बच्चे के बारे में जानने के लिए? क्योंकि अगर आप इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट का जजमेंट देखें तो उन लोगों ने तो बहुत सारा सवाल उठाया है कि किस तरह से अरेस्ट हुआ, रिकवरी हुई, कन्फेशन हुआ और हर चीज बहुत ही कैजुअल मैनर में हुआ है।
मैंने जो रिकवरी करी थी वो नोएडा पुलिस ने करी थी और उसके बाद में वो जो हैंड ओवर किया था सीबीआई को किया था और जब सीबीआई को हैंड ओवर किया था तो नोएडा पुलिस को या तो हमें बुला लेना चाहिए था कि ये चीज आपके सामने हमने रिकवर करी है, अब ये सीबीआई को हैंड ओवर कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हमें नहीं बुलाया गया क्योंकि उनमें से कुछ नष्ट ऐसे थानों के अंदर हमने खुद पुलिस वालों को नोएडा पुलिस को उठा के दिए कि ये भी तो किसी के बच्चे की सच्ची कुपड़ी है जो आप इस तरह से थाने के कोने में फेंकी हुई है। इतना बड़ा चाकू उठा के दिया सेक्टर 39 के थाने में। दिनेश यादव उस टाइम एसपीसीटी थे, यहाँ के वो एसपी थे, जो सेक्टर 39 के थाने में उसके मेरे सिग्नेचर है। आज वो कहाँ है खोपड़ी और वो कहाँ है चाकू, जो ये मैम बोल रहे थे आपके चैनल पर सुनना था कि उसके घर से कुछ निकला ही नहीं है। अरे मैम ऐसा मत बोलिए प्लीज, वो भारत के बच्चे हैं, आपके बच्चे हैं। इस तरह से अगर आप लोग कहेंगे तो
कौन जवाब देगा? कौन जवाब देगा इस परिवार को? Somebody has to be held accountable.
कौन जवाब देगा?
I think Mr. Arun Kumar has already explained the CBI point of view, and I'm sure the CBI will go immediately to the Supreme Court and get a stay on the Allahabad High Court order, because in this case there is enough forensic evidence and in multiple cases where he has confessed. Or the skulls have been recovered, clothes have been recovered, DNA tests have been done. So everything was done by the CBI. He has been convicted by the lower court. The Allahabad High Court itself has upheld the conviction of the lower court in 2011 and in 2009, and in 2011 and 14 this matter has gone to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court has also upheld his conviction and death sentence. I think it was at the last moment, somewhere at midnight when he was supposed to be hanged in the morning, that he got a stay of execution order from the Supreme Court. So there is enough evidence even now. I mean, who else could have possibly have
so is there
killed
a
all
sense,
these girls?
because I did not get a clear answer from Arun Kumar. Did the CBI, were you not able to investigate it because of the legacy of the UP police to the CBI? Because if you look at it, the Allahabad High Court is saying that the fair trial has eluded the accused in this case and that entire investigation was botched up. So who botched up the investigation?
I don't think the CBI botched up the investigation. Yes, there were some allegations that initially when these girls went missing, the UP police did not take it seriously enough. So, AK Jain, will you respond to this? Did the UP police botch up the investigation?
No. UP police did not botch up the investigation. Investigation was only for 10 days with UP police. UP police worked it out. Yes, initially there were complaints that some children had gone missing, but the reports were not lodged and it was not taken up seriously. But once mobile was recovered in a case of Payal and recoveries were made, and this house came to the light, D5, Sector 31. After that, all the cases were worked out and all the evidences were handed over to CBI, and I don't think CBI has botched it up or UP police has botched it up.
No, but then somebody has to be held accountable for the manner in which the investigations happened, because today, many like the family that we have here, Pappu Lal and Lakshmi, are seeking explanation. They are seeking accountability. They want justice for their kids.
In my opinion, CBI should prepare and go to Supreme Court as early as possible. They should file an appeal in Supreme Court. Various turns, these cases have taken various turns. In 2014, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee rejected the mercy petitions, and later on, High Court converted it from capital punishment to life sentence. All these things are going on, and suddenly now there is acquittal in all these cases. Entire Nithari knows, entire Noida knows that these two people were behind it. behind all these kidnappings, behind all these murders, and
then
the
they should
organ
not.
trade is.
Then they should not be walking out. They
Yes,
should not
they
be
should
walking
not be.
out of jail.
They-
I mean,
they
the
should not
CBI
be.
should ensure
Especially-
justice.
Especially for Surinder Koli, I am 100% convinced that he shouldn't walk out. The CBI judge called it, termed it rarest of the rare case,
Yes.
and they were given capital punishments. So naturally, let Supreme Court take a call on this and decide that what is the
there is an
punishment which is to be
important
given.
part in this judgment, which I will read to you, because this is a question being raised to the UP police. The manner in which confession is recorded after 60 days of police remand without any medical examination of accused, providing of legal aid, overlooking specific allegation of torture, failure to comply with the requirement of section 164 CRPC is shocking to say the least. So the question has been raised that the entire case was based on confession of Surinder Koli. Isn't that a weak case to build? AP Singh.
So, no. If there is a confession leading to recovery, then it becomes a very strong case. If it is just a confession, I can understand. And the confession is before a magistrate, and when the person goes before a magistrate, he is asked, he is told very clearly, he is given 48 hours alone without any police presence so that he can make up his mind. And then he comes out with a confession, and that confession leads to a recovery. It leads to recovery of skulls, skeletons, recovery of clothes. DNA sampling was done, and then it matched. And there is nobody else. I mean, it is only Koli. Koli is the only guy. It's not as if, some unknown people have come and killed all these 20 girls. Everybody knows that Koli's killed them.
Yes.
So it's absolutely shocking how he can get away with
Mr.
it.
AP Singh, the question is that it is the family which is now paying price for the mistakes of the state police and also the CBI. Lakshmi ji,
No, I
आप
don't
देख
think
रही
so.
हैं, लक्ष्मी जी आप देख रही हैं, सवाल जवाब हो रहे हैं, लेकिन इंसाफ क्या होगा आपके परिवार के लिए?
और तो कुछ नहीं होगा मैम, हम गरीब है इसलिए हार गए, पैसा पास होता तो जीत जाते। आज ऐसा लग रहा है कि उसी दिन की याद आ रही है, इस दिन हमने अपने बच्चे खोए। गरीब को कहीं इंसाफ नहीं है।
पप्पूलाल जी क्या बोलेंगे सीबीआई को और क्या बोलेंगे इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट को?
देखिए मैम, सीबीआई को तो मैं पहले भी एक ही तरह आया था कि इन्होंने काफी चीजें गायब करी, पूरा केस अच्छी तरह से नहीं सदस्यों पर लगाया, जो कि हम लोगों तक को भी इन्होंने गुमराह था। और इसके बीच में नोएडा पे पुलिस सबसे पहले इन्वॉल्व थी, जो कि पंडेर और कोली को बचाया। मैम देखिए सुनिए, 90 कंकाल की कुश्ती एम्स ने करी थी जब हमारा डीएनए हुआ था। ये 16-17 बच्चे नहीं है, अगर वो 16-17 भी थे तो कहां गए? जो कि 90 कंकालों की पुष्टि एम्स ने की है।
पप्पूलाल जी, लक्ष्मी, थैंक यू सो मच आप हमसे बात करने के लिए। हमें उम्मीद है कि इंसाफ होगा, जस्टिस फाइनली will prevail. AP Singh and AK Jain, thank you so much for your time. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching.